Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Aquarius, please? The Tower, Aries energy at the foundation of the reading, Aqua. Aquarius, there's something taking place in your foundation, your stability. It's as if the universe is arranging certain events in your life to push you in a new direction, to clear a new path for you. But whatever this is here that's taking place, it's energetically destructive in nature. And this is to assure that you actually start progressing in this new direction that's being given to you. There's some sort of flash of inspiration that you're going to start having, Aqua. This is going to cause you, I feel, to start making very specific decisions in your life, which will trigger this tower. So it's essentially divine guidance working through you to get you to make this change for yourself. But there's going to be a collection of downloads that you start getting out of nowhere on how you're to move. And before you know it, you're going to be on this entirely new timeline. And Aqua, I feel as though this is something relating to a manifestation that you've been trying to pull into your life. It can be in any sector, so take it as it fits for you, as I'm reading for many different Aquariuses at the moment. But this is something that you've been trying to manifest, but to actually pull this into your material environment, into your reality, your waking life, things need to be rearranged. There are some things that need to leave your life, whether they're material in nature, whether they're friendships, family members. Again, take it as it fits. It's going to be different for all of you. Something needs to go to make room for the new. But whatever this is here is something that is a part of your path, because divine guidance is coming through to assist you with getting onto this path. What do we have at the sacral, please? Five of Cups, Scorpio energy at the sacral. For some of you, I feel that you know what needs to be done, what you need to do. But it's like you've been avoiding this or holding back because you're emotionally invested in some sort of loss that may come from this. Now, obviously, if this is a relationship in your life, then there's the disappointment and the regret that comes with love lost. But whatever the case here, Aqua, this is not a part of your path. In fact, this has been a major distraction in your life. It's like the divine is trying to come through and give you what you've been asking for. But the deal is, this has to go. You have all your focus on this. It's like an energy of quantity over quality, right? But you have this right here behind you, these two cups, which is representing this new path. This manifestation that you know is meant to be in your life. We're all faced with these tests. Do we truly want what it is that we see for ourselves? Are we willing and ready to sacrifice everything that doesn't serve our highest good to pull this off? You'd be surprised how many people say, oh, I want to be this in my life, but they're really not willing to put the work in. So they never become that. To pull this level of greatness into your life, there needs to be something that is sacrificed. And usually the thing that needs to be sacrificed is the thing that's been holding you back from getting this thing in your life to begin with. So it really comes down to you reprogramming your mind and starting to understand things from a higher perspective. We get so used to being in these cycles with people, places, things, whatever it is, that we just can't seem to see a better way. We lose our focus. We lose our vision on what it is we truly see for our life. We get so absorbed and enveloped by these karmic cycles, and this is why they're called karmic cycles, because they're very difficult to break, but they're not for our highest good. And 100% of the time, Aqua, we know this, which makes it even stranger that we stay in it, right? So once you start to remove yourself from these cycles, you'll look back and you'll start to see that there was some sort of deep spiritual programming as to why you stayed in that cycle as long as you did. You'll start to look back and think, wow, that was kind of frightening. I can't believe that I almost didn't exit that cycle and step into my purpose and head towards my destiny. I'm no stranger to this, Aqua. Looking back now, it's terrifying that I spent as much time as I did in some of these karmic cycles, completely disillusioned by reality. There is a level of darkness around this particular cycle that you're in as well, Aqua. A darkness that you won't recognize again until you've moved on from it. You know, people who are possessed, under some sort of demonic possession, being controlled by some sort of dark entity, don't think they're under possession. They think that they can do no wrong. This is another form of that. It's the energy of being controlled by some sort of cycle in your life, not allowing you to see your way forward and thinking that that is the only way. When you're in it, it's very difficult to see. But these downloads you're going to receive, Aqua, are going to arm you with what you need to start preparing to exit yourself from this cycle. And usually, it's a complex process to exit ourselves from these cycles because there's a lot that is typically binding us to these cycles. For some, living arrangements, marriages, relationships, family dynamics. It's never easy. But what you receive in return is great, Aqua. Empowering, self-empowering, and pressing forward in this direction of your purpose and your destiny comes with many rewards, and it's never ending because the divine understands how truly difficult it is to set off on a new path and head towards your soul's purpose. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? High Priestess, Pisces energy at the solar plexus. And this is representing these downloads you're going to be getting intuitively, Aqua. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're going to start getting a lot of different ideas. It's like you're going to be flooded with all of this information in order to help you shift in this new direction. High Priestess at the solar plexus. This is going to allow you to break free of this energy that has essentially kept you completely powerless in your life. It's an energy of feeling inferior. Sometimes people don't even realize they're powerless in their life until they attempt to break away from these cycles and head towards this energy of happiness and purpose. You start to see how these energies squirm at the sight of your empowerment. It's like they can't process that you're actually stepping into your personal power. Very narcissistic energy that I'm picking up here. Very domineering as well. What do we have at the heart? Ten of Swords. Wow. The Tower and the Ten of Swords and the first four cards. This is very clear here. This is a huge ending taking place in your life, Aqua. Again, this is no easy task. This is why the divine is going to start preparing you for this. Ten of Swords at the heart. There's a whole new start here for you, Aqua. This is an energy of recovery. I just heard things being made right in your life. Some of you have been in these cycles where you feel unseen, unheard by the divine, that this is just your lot in life. But this isn't true at all. And you're going to be realizing this soon enough, Aqua. You're going to see that you've been bound to some sort of dark karmic cycle that's been trying to block this intuitive guidance from coming through as a means to stop you from pressing forward on your path. You're going to start to feel very betrayed, backstabbed, let down by these individuals. Because something about this collection of downloads you're going to get is going to make you realize that these individuals have always known on a deeper level that you're meant for something much greater. And rather than helping you or empowering you to go after your dreams or your true heart's desires, they decided that they liked you in these cycles with them because they got more from you. This is a perfect example of being used as somebody's narcissistic supply. An individual who recognizes greatness in another, and rather than help them see that within themselves by supporting them and empowering them, which is what we should all essentially be doing for each other, they see an opportunity to drain that light from within you and feed off of it like a vampire. This is another form of having a God complex. Feeding off of somebody else's light, knowing that your tactics against them is what is keeping them stuck. Feeling empowered by controlling another individual's destiny by way of your influence. This is what we're dealing with here, Aqua. For people who are in romantic connections, relationships, these are the types of people that set boundaries on what you can and cannot achieve. Say you have a dream of being something and you get with this person, they're like, oh, well, no, you can't do that anymore. It's this kind of energy. They just start putting limits around your dreams and aspirations, and then as time goes on, you don't even know yourself anymore. You've just relinquished all your happiness to your connection with this individual, which from a universal vantage point, a universal perspective, is completely insignificant to what it is that you actually came here to do. Having that universal vantage point perspective, I feel is going to be in this collection of downloads that you start to receive, Aqua. You just start to see things from this zoomed out perspective over your life. Nothing will ever be the same again. See, a lot of the time, we just need to see the universe's perspective over what it is we're going through in our day-to-day life in order to pull through a very massive change. Sometimes it's shocking because you start to see you've been putting your energy and time into areas that the universe doesn't even deem or recognize as significant on your path. What do we have at the throat, please? Five of Swords. Aqua, that is your energy right there at the throat, and this really speaks about what I'm picking up on here. I feel like this is representing you seeing things from this higher perspective. You start to see how these energies have been disempowering you. It's like this is the image that the universe gives to you. This is representing this narcissistic energy that's just draining you of your life force. This is what's going to allow you to terminate whatever this is in your life, Aquarius. I feel like you're going to be reignited with a lot of passion and hope for your life. You're going to be open to this change that the divine is going to present to you. And I feel you're going to be very happy when you start to actually see your way forward. See, there's this interesting energy here because on one hand, there is a sense of loss here, but this is just the natural resulting energy of removing yourself from the cycle after so long. But I feel once you're over that initial hurdle, You'll be so excited that you won't be able to wait to get into this new timeline, Aqua. It's like you just start to see an answer to all these things that have been creating restrictions in your life. Simply put, Aqua, you just start to see your way forward. Like I said, the path is being cleared for you. What do we have at the third eye? Wow. Eight of Cups, Pisces energy at the third eye. And here you are, walking away. And it's like the moon, right? You think Aqua's actually going to stay gone? Think they're actually going to do it? And you're wearing this red, just connecting me to the root chakra, your foundation, your stability. And see how this person is wearing this red here? It's like they're in control. They're also wearing the green, which is connected to the heart chakra. So you letting go of these cycles, blocked heart chakra energy. Eight of Cups at the third eye, how you're perceiving your reality, your everyday waking life, you're moving on. You've learned the lesson that needed to be learned. It's time to withdraw your energy. Stop denying yourself of this happiness that is yours by divine rights. Stop denying yourself of your purpose. Stop denying the divine of your purpose. Because your purpose is, well, that's your orders. Each one of us is tasked with finding our purpose in this lifetime, overcoming the matrix in our own individual lives, finding our purpose, and then getting to work inside those orders that were given to us before we even incarnated into this life cycle. Those orders have us working in different sectors of our life to be of service to the collective, to the universe, vibrationally speaking. If you want to break it down to its most simple core element, each one of us is sent here to help raise the collective vibration by the way we live our lives. The obstacles that we're presented with are tasked with lowering our vibrations so we don't get into that energy of purpose and be in that energy of serving the collective. Think about two opposing forces coming together on the battlefield. But the battlefield is considered enemy territory. So these soldiers enter into enemy territory, but when they do so, their memories are wiped. They have no idea what they're doing. They forget their orders. They don't even know which side they're fighting for, let alone that they've actually been sent to fight a war. This is a very basic example of how we enter into this life cycle. Our memories that contain our orders from the divine are wiped before we're even born. We're born into these life cycles essentially lost, fighting a force, the matrix, that we don't even realize is all around us and is the enemy. The matrix is constructed by the devil. So now here you are, Aquarius, waking up to the fact that you've been sent here for a very specific reason. Now, in saying everything I've just said, you're not going to know every single reason why you're here. You're just going to be given enough information to get moving down this path. And as we navigate down these paths, we find out more and more information. We're only given what we need to know in the current moment. If we knew everything, our minds would probably implode. But whatever the case here, Aqua, this move you're about to make in your life is going to determine everything for you. What do we have at the crown, please? Ooh, Eight of Wands. And here it comes. And here come these downloads. Eight of Wands. This is all about this information you're about to receive, Aqua. Right there at the crown. On how you're to move Eight of Cups next to Eight of Wands, 88. 2 5s, 2 8s, 55, 88. 55 is all representing changes that are getting ready to take place in your life. 88 represents the abundance and prosperity that you are heading towards. It's also representing the 8th house of Scorpio, the 8th house of transformation, Phoenix rising from the ashes energy. This is a complete transformation of your life, Aqua. I would tell you to pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to what you're getting intuitively, but these downloads are going to come to you whether you like it or not. And it's not to say that you wouldn't like it, but some people can't handle the truth. You'd be surprised how many people I work with that don't want to actually hear the truth. Sometimes people come to me in hopes that I'll reinforce the lie that they're living. In fact, I think that there's more people in this world that would rather have the lies reinforced to them so they don't have to wake up to the truth, because of how much work is connected to the truth. But the thing is about that, Aqua, it's only the initial work, removing the chains that bind. Once you step into the new cycle, all the work is pretty much done. The awakening process is the most difficult part. But to stay asleep is perpetual, just like somebody trying to keep up with their own lies. Same thing. Eventually, the cracks will start to show. So this is why it's very important that you jump on this opportunity to head in this new direction, to head towards whatever it is I'm picking up for you, Aqua. I just heard this has been a long time coming as well. A lot of you have actually been waiting for this. It's only going to be a small percentage of you that are still kind of on the fence, still kind of struggling, waking up. You're all going to be on different parts of this timeline, but the overall energy that's available to all of you is essentially the same. What do we have at the foundation, please? 10 of Wands, Marbass, wow. Sag energy. And this is an energy here of you being burdened by having to carry around this lie. It's an energy of feeling very overwhelmed and just always stressed out by this current cycle and thinking that that's just your lot in life. That's just the hand you were dealt, but this isn't true at all. This is all a part of the illusion. This is not what you came here to do, Aqua. This is not the life that God had mapped out for you. But in saying that, this was all written in your orders. You were actually told before you incarnated into this life cycle that your memory of what you came here to do would be taken from you. But you accepted the mission anyway, because you're one of the best. You knew that your faith and hope is so strong, because I feel you've been here many times before, Aqua. You've ran these cycles multiple times. You knew that your faith and hope is just not something that could ever be taken from you, no matter how difficult the karmic cycles may be. You knew that eventually you'd come online, you'd recognize the truth. And this is exactly what I'm seeing here. There's a moment you're going to have where you're going to find yourself realizing that you're here for a much bigger purpose. You'll start to look at the world through a different lens, a lens without a filter. And it's only then will you feel truly alive, Aqua, accepting the sobering truth surrounding who you are and what we came here to do, and the darkness that we've been tasked with overcoming that surrounds all of us, and realizing that you breaking free of this matrix in your life is what opens up the doors to prosperity and abundance for you. Once you've stepped through that doorway of purpose, Aqua, you cannot be touched, because this is when you come online. This is when the divine starts showing up in all areas of your life, because you're allowing them to. What do we have? The sacral, please. Wow. 8 of Wands, Renove. This is so interesting. So we have 8 of Wands twice now, but I read this 8 of Wands in its detriment because it's a negative polarity. Right underneath that 5 of Cups. So feeling disappointed, let down by the truth, right? And not wanting to accept these downloads. It's like this information comes through from the divine crown chakra, and you're feeling pressured. You feel frustrated by this truth. You start to make up excuses as to why you need to stay in this cycle. This is what this energy is representing right here. 5 of Cups stacked with 8 of Wands in its detriment at the sacral. This is an energy of manipulation, being manipulated by the matrix. You will feel this energy, Aqua. You will feel this energy because you're meant to. The divine needs you to understand what it is you've been dealing with. This is all a part of this programming. And this is very powerful. This is like your spirit team showing themselves to you, becoming visible to you, looking you in the face and telling you what you came here to do, but feeling so overwhelmed by the task at hand that you decide that it's easier just to stay in this cycle. And it's all meant to go down like this, because when you are on the other side of this and you've removed yourself from this, you can look back and you'll have an understanding of how powerful this dark matrix energy is. I mean, it's almost impossible to break away. It just touches every area of our life. We still need to exist here. We still need to be inside of it. But we don't need to be beholden to it. We can create awareness and illumination from within the system. This is what we came here to do. It's like we're a virus inside this program that's running. Each one of us are like a divine virus, sent here to implant ideas into our reality to help with the awakening process. But it starts with you, Aqua. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Okay, we're going to take this 4 of Wands. Aries energy at the solar plexus, person. And this is further detailing this energy. This is an energy of stagnation. It's also an energy of moving on from this previous cycle. But it's like there's this sort of communication breakdown, which speaks about what I was picking up here. It's like an energy of denying yourself the truth, High Priestess energy, receiving this intuitive knowledge and guidance. It's like each one of us has a filter that information goes through in our minds. A filter that was essentially created by our reality. So our minds want to compartmentalize information that comes through so we can process it, so we can understand it. But a lot of this programming, this way of understanding, has been influenced by our environments, our reality. So to simplify everything I'm saying here, Aqua, these downloads you're going to receive are going to be very raw. You will try to make excuses. You will try to filter this information. But you will find that you'll keep going in circles. There's just no way around the truth that's being illuminated to you. You will be forced to accept this, and you will be grateful for this once you're on the other side. I feel like they're telling you all this so you can recognize all this as it's happening. What do we have at the heart, please? And then we have boon, traitors and conspiracy, which is the sun in its detriment. So, again, further detail on what I'm saying here. This is an energy of having a lingering doubt, not able to focus on the positive. It's also an energy of a delayed gratification. So essentially delaying yourself from the truth, delaying yourself from stepping into this energy of purpose. This could also be this person, place, things, whatever it is around you, creating this influence, which again is just all a byproduct of the matrix. But there will be a moment during this awakening process where you will start to see that you've been surrounded by traitors. And that there's this conspiracy surrounding your life. See, the term conspiracy theory is actually just a term to keep us from entertaining the truth. It's meant to make you feel like you're wacky doodles, right? Which is interesting because the CIA actually coined the term conspiracy theory. See, the Matrix will deem you as mentally unstable when you start to recognize the truth. This is how it gets you to stop progressing in any specific direction that may threaten the system that's been put in place. Now, this happens in our own individual lives, and it also happens collectively speaking. So micro to macro, it's all around us. But once you've broken free of these confines in your own life, you start to see the truth all around you because you start to see how it's all connected. And then we have Ha'a'ia, politics and ambition, which is the Five of Wands. So 3 5s, 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, and 5 of Swords. 5, 5, 5. Changes are now underway, which is interesting because now we're moving into the outcome. 5 of Wands, this is an energy of success. It's an energy of harmony, focusing on the task at hand. Leo energy, you're now pressing forward into this new path. Saying later to the past. Right underneath that 10 of Swords, the energy of completion. What do we have at the throat, please? Boom. Wow, what a powerful reading. Judgment. This is big energy on this table, Aqua. Tower and Judgment in the same spread. Doesn't get much bigger than that. Imamia, Scorpio Pluto energy. God hidden in darkness. Atonement of errors destroys the powers of enemies and humiliates them. This is you waking up to the truth. This is a completely new rebirthed version of yourself. It's also an energy of you receiving the wake-up call and stepping into your purpose. It's an energy of clarity. Breaking free of this stagnation. This energy of denying the truth, which is all a part of this programming. This is representing you stepping through this threshold, this doorway. What do we have at the... Too many cards. What do we have at the third eye, please? Queen of Wands, Elamia, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. The hidden God, divine power, guards against mental troubles. This is an energy of self-mastery, and as you can see here, it's like you're in this cocoon of angels' wings, completely protected by the divine. Which goes back to what I was saying. You have to step into this energy of purpose and allow the divine to start working in your life, supporting you on your path. This is representing this now. You've moved on from this previous life cycle. Now you're in this new life cycle completely protected, seen and heard. What do we have at the crown, please, to close this out for Aqua? Okay, what are we going to take? Okay, that's too many cards. I just saw the Fool and the Three of Swords, so it's an energy of overcoming the heartbreak, stepping into this new beginning. And then we have the Sun. Perfect. So we have the Sun and its detriment here, and then we have the sun as its positive polarity right here. Mahil, the vivifying god, restoration of life, protection from adversaries, rabies, and wild beasts. So the rabies and wild beast part, this is just speaking metaphorically about this previous life cycle and all the things you had to deal with and all the people that you had to entertain. But now here you are in this energy of vitality and success. It's also an energy of material happiness. So everything just starts to iron out. All the struggles and worries of the previous life cycle, well, they've been left in that cycle. This is a whole new beginning here. No longer denying yourself the truth. Denying what's yours by divine rights. Which sounds so strange to say. Denying what's yours by divine rights. This just really speaks about how powerful these karmic cycles are. They just have a way of reprogramming your mind to think that you're not worthy in a sense. But this is a truth that you're going to start understanding, Aqua. This is wisdom that you will now take with you moving forward. You can speak this wisdom into other people's lives to create that virus inside of this program that we're all running. Aqua, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are in this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Aqua. Take care.